So again, this is all about easy connectivity with Bosch Remote Portal. We've got accessibility from anywhere. We've got secure connections. We'll talk about that more in just a second. Maximum reliability, meaning we're going to know about problems before those problems have hurt us, as opposed to waiting for the pain to even know that it's there. And a bunch of these services are free. How often do you hear that in our industry? Free. And then a number of RMR opportunities on top of those free services. How to be successful in this? There are a number of places. If you look at our industry from enterprise type accounts, whether it's a warehouse with 20 cameras, or a factory with 100, or a jail with 500, or an airport with 1,000, those types of installations and video systems have grown leaps and bounds, and they look dramatically different than they did 10 years ago. However, when you look at small and medium businesses, chains where you have a lot of small locations, or anything that's got remote infrastructure, we're still looking at, for the most part, 4, 8, and 16 channel DVRs. You know, they might be network recorders. The bottom line is that technology has changed very little in the last 10 years. And Remote Portal is going to give us a new product, a new way to solve that problem that's much easier for the customer, that's much more robust, that's much more secure, and frankly is modern, and brings it in line with some of the things that we've been doing with single site enterprise accounts. So we're going to rock through this really quickly because you've already seen a bunch of this stuff. So the first thing you do, as you saw, we're going to create our account in Remote Portal. Again, remote.boschsecurity.com. It's as easy as signing up for a website. The next step, as you saw, was to add devices to the portal. You're going to jump into Project Assistant. There's some great videos on the web. If you don't quite remember exactly what we did, but it's 1, 2, 3. The third step is enrollment in the Remote Portal. What can you do once the camera's there? Well, anything you can do to a camera if you have it right there in front of you locally. We can do firmware, we can get into the device page, we can make edits to the camera's configuration and save and load that. And then we can also do health connectivity and services. One of the interesting things that we've added here just recently is the ability to do batch firmware updates. So here you see a portal that has multiple groups and then multiple cameras within each group. So we can select firmware for all groups if we want, or just for a specific group. And then within that group, do we want all the cameras or just some? And once we do that, we literally just click update, and we're going to get a status notification when those updates are complete. Again, doesn't matter where we are, camera's going to fetch that new firmware out of the portal to make sure that we keep our customers up to date, not only with new features that we might offer with new firmware, but probably most importantly, because Bosch is on the forefront of IoT security and cybersecurity, to make sure that any new security features that we've added, that your cameras stay on the network and help.